go for live streaming.
I mentioned on the name of that, his name on the bill and inform.
Yeah, good afternoon to all. I would make a request to all the students to please mute your microphones. If students are already there in a class, I would make a humble request. Please, you can, you can leave the meeting, right? If you feel that you're already there in the class, and make a request not to trouble the other audience who are listening to the session. Karthik, can we do something? Can we mute all of them except for me and Swati? Can we do that? Karthik, am I audible? Karthik, am I audible? Karthik, am I audible? Yeah. So I think me, Karthik, and Swati are the co-host. Swati, you can unmute whenever it's required. I'm trying to mute everybody now. Okay, I'm just going to go and mute everyone. Just check whether are you able to mute upon the entry I said, and at the same time. Okay, but Karthik only should be helping me. Karthik, am I audible?
Hello.
Please mute all the participants except for the host and co-host.
Yes, I'm doing, madam.
Yeah.
Can I start, ma'am, or shall we wait for someone?
No, one second. Let Karthik say, we can start why, because
yes, you can start,
problem
madam.
here is, oh yeah, just a minute. Right.
Is the screen visible, ma'am?
Yes, Swati.
Okay.
Yes,
yeah.
Swati, Dr. Swati visible. Good afternoon to one and all. I welcome today's guest speaker, Dr. G. Swati Kumari, who will be telling us today on funding opportunities for the entrepreneurs. I also welcome the staff and students of Avanti PG College for today's session. Just let me tell a brief profile about Dr. Swati. Dr. G. Swati Kumari has completed her MBA in 2003 with HR specialization from Badruka College, qualified UGC NET and MPhil in 2008, and completed her PhD with deep research on HR practices. That is a comparative study between public and private sector in Andhra Pradesh from Osmani University in 2016 under the guidance of Professor C. Veena, Professor of Psychology in Osmani University. In addition to business management, Madam has done her MSc Applied Psychology from Annamalai University and MS Counseling and Psychotherapy from Kuvempu University, and presently pursuing HRM professional certification program from IIM Kozhikode. Apart from 18 years of teaching experience, she is expertise in handling academic administration duties and held various positions from assistant professor to professor cadre. She has extended her services as a personality assessor for Telangana Public Service Commission, resource person and trainer for present department at State Institute of Correctional Administration, Chanchalgura, Central Detective Training School to Women CID officers, Ramantapur. She conducts psychological sessions for sub-inspectors of police at RB Viara Telangana State Police Academy. She is a faculty member for MSc Psychology program for inmates at Cherlapalli She is a counselor for inmates as a member of Unnati Program Cognitive Behavioral Change Intervention, which was initiated by Telangana government. She is a voluntary member of Sahayam Psychological Counseling Center, Osmania University. She is also a member of HMA MTC Global and HRD Network. She has been invited as a resource person to various universities, colleges, corporate organizations, banks, etc., and delivered lectures on various concepts in management, psychology, and personality development. She has shared a stage for talks on women empowerment and skill development programs in TV shows. As a soft skills trainer, she has conducted several co-curricular and extracurricular activities for students' career enhancement. She is a continuous researcher, presented research papers at international and national conference, and her articles published in various recognized international and national journals. To her credit, she stood All India first rank holder in counseling and psychotherapy in the year 2015. With this brief profile, I now hand over the session to Dr. Swati. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am, a small request and correction. Today, I'm just going to discuss about the women entrepreneurship and also a few of the women and successful women entrepreneurs, and also the opportunities and the statistics, what they say and what are the skills they require to improve. Is it fine, ma'am?
Yes, fine, Dr. Swati.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. Hope I'm audible and also my screen is visible.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Audible and screen also is visible, ma'am.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. I know it's a late afternoon and just beginning of your tea break. So let me take this opportunity, as it's a wonderful opportunity to meet Avanti College students, even though it's a like virtual meeting with you people. And today I just thought of having a discussion on entrepreneurship. Why don't we take as an woman entrepreneurship? I know it's not only for women or girls who need to start or who need to think about entrepreneurship. It's a need of our in order to have an entrepreneurship which really improves the economy, not only for the state or the country, even for the individual as well. So what is the major role of women entrepreneurship and what is entrepreneurship is all about? Entrepreneurship is something which we really start up our own business rather than working for somebody else. There are only two options for anybody's career. Either you work for somebody or you will start up your own business. When you work for somebody, that means you are working for somebody's business who really set up their own business and you're working to support them. This is called as an entrepreneur. In the entrepreneur, your skills will be tallied, your skills will be taken in order to consider for the success of their own business. That is called as a job, as an employee, or when you're working as for some other company where you're really looking for campus recruitment or getting a job after completion of your studies. There is one more part apart from that, which we call it as entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is you are going to have your own business. When you are working for somebody, you're working for somebody else's business. Even that is also an entity where you're working for a business. When you're working for your own company, you will be the final boss for your own company where you're going to start up your own business. What are the basic challenges and why people need to go for entrepreneurship when we have job opportunities or the job market is very good, or maybe the job market is less or more or high or anything? Let us discuss about these things now. When we talk about this, the first and foremost, when we talk about the entrepreneurship, because today's topic is women entrepreneurship, it doesn't mean that the men are not considered, but let me talk about what is the importance and why we are having this women entrepreneurship and women empowerment is having a lot of buzz in these days. Women entrepreneurship is one such that where women are going to start up their own business in order to have their own idea and also in order to initiate their own thought process to start up the business in order to understand themselves. This is one thought where an individual really think about their own business in order to start up. There are certain challenges, there is no doubt about it. But the thing is, before going for the challenges, why a business, why a woman need to start her own business? Why not she work? Let us think about pros and cons. When you work for somebody, the salary will be fixed. You need to ask for the salary. You need to work beyond the working hours. And also you need to make the adjustment according to the employer, whether you will get the, hired at any point of time, maybe through interviews, or fired at any point of time. What is the recent times that you can really see? Vasu is one student, I think, who is disturbing with marking on the slide. No problem, but listen to the class. So, because when you are working for somebody else, you need to work according to their will and wish, and also the needs and goals of the company, where you will not have much of your own skills to explore for your own self. That is one thing where you will be finding a part of a kind of threat or a kind of insecurity, a kind of dissatisfaction when it comes to monetary returns and all. But when the other hand, entrepreneurship, there is a high risk, there is no doubt about it. But at the same time, because of the initiative of government and even Telangana government, who has started V-Hub, T-Hub and all, who is really giving good opportunities for women in order to start up their business. We have MSME, who is encouraging for women entrepreneurs. We have Ali, which is exclusively for women entrepreneurs in order to start up their business. We also have V-Hub, which is again exclusive for women entrepreneurs. Even in Niti Aayog, from the central, we have an encouragement from the central government as well to start up our own business. And also we have some subsidies and also the facilities and all. Only thing is you need to have an idea and a goal achievement. Goal oriented and at the same time risk taking. If you have these three qualities, there are so many qualities which we are going to study in further. But if you have these three things, then this is the first initial kickstart that you can really start up your business. And why people will start? Because the people are, even you can see the pandemic situation, how many jobs have really laid off. And even at the present situation, you can see the IT field, how people are really undergoing the, issues like because of, terminations and every IT sector, which is not going in boom and all. Why this is coming? This comes every 5 to 6 years, again a gap in order to have the layoffs and all. So if you have your own company, it is your own will and wish how best that you can really make it. One major thing is monetary returns. Monetary returns, because everybody work for some cause. The first priority of any employer in order to, work for some company or to start up any business is money, the returns, the monetary returns of the services what we are rendering to the company. The first and foremost, when you are working for some other company, you will be expecting the salaries hikes and based on the company norms. But when you are going to start up your own business, it all depends on your own success mantra, how best that you can really achieve your success through your business. So today I'm not going about the theory of entrepreneurship or women entrepreneurship. I'm going to give a kind of awareness how people have really started their business, how they have become their own, their own success mantras has reached them into this stage. So when you really talk about this definition part and all, this is one kind. And when we really talk about what woman entrepreneur is all about and what government of India has defined the woman as, the woman who can really own and control an enterprise which is having a minimum financial interest of 51% of the capital and 51 generated from the external source. External source may be the funds or maybe venture capitalist or maybe the loan or so you have so many other sources by share market or anything. So the minimum, the percentage of your own money, and you can raise funds from the external public fund, whatever it may be, the capital when you really enter, with the minimum capital, and when you really start your own business, then you can call it as a woman entrepreneur. It can be a basic startup or it can be new innovative idea. It can be service sector, it can be manufacturing sector, or it can be of anything. So basically the two kinds of organization will exist. One is manufacturing, then another one is a service sector. So manufacturing, when we talk about any kind of manufacturing unit, the people go for manufacturing of the products. When the service sector, we have a wide range of service sector. It can be online market, it can be hospital, it can be hotels, it can be restaurants, it can be of any other services, which we are going to discuss now, how innovative ideas has really rendered the, the entrepreneurs to reach to their success stories and how they have really reached to their stories and what are the basic challenges the people will really follow for it. So let us go with one by one how exactly the women entrepreneurs really go for the challenges and what are the basic things that they need to remember before going for challenges. So the first and foremost, any person, in order to start your business, first and foremost, you need to have a vision. Vision is nothing but this is where you really imagine yourself where you want to stand. Vision always need to explain what is the purpose of starting your business. This solves 50% of your problem and 50% of your marketing will be done at this stage. Why? Let me tell you. The vision explains the reason for purpose, a reason for existence. Reason for existence tells you why you are going to start the problem or why you are going to and what problem that you are going to address. That means what is the purpose of starting your business? Your starting for the business gives you the reasons for starting the business. Reasons give you that you are addressing some problem in the society. Addressing some problem in the sense you have done half of the problem solver. You have become as one of the problem solver in order to start up the business. Suppose, for example, you can see the South Indians basically depends on the breakfast of idli, dosa and all in the morning hours. There is a batter, the company which started to manufacture the batter, which has running the crores now in order to initiate that process. Anyhow, we are going to learn so many other things even while. So so the vision is the first major thing that you need to define so that what is the problem you are addressing to the society or to the consumers which your product is using will be solved. Suppose, for example, there is a lady who started the flower market and to give the door delivery. She has recognized the problem for the people, especially elder age people, where they cannot go in the morning for to the market and buy the flowers for puja and some other requirements. So this kind of app has really sorted out the problem. You can see online market where you cannot travel all along, so you can get it to your doorstep. So vision has to be clearly mentioned about what the problem that you are addressing and what is the major purpose of making it. The next one, don't distract from the society. There are so many people who may be encouraging and who may be discouraging. But always remember, when you really will not distract from the external society, definitely you will have your own path in order to reach it. First and foremost, believe in your decision and believe in the consumer point of view. If you're really addressing that, then definitely the problem is solved. The next one, believe in yourself and stay strong. Stay strong in the sense, I'm not going to tell you what are the motivational stories and all. Stay strong in the sense, be firm for your decision and work for 24/7. This is very, 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 very important. Why I'm telling 24/7? Generally, there is an ad in the cricket, eat cricket, live cricket, sleep cricket. In the sense, even in your dreams, you need to get your organization how to develop. Even in your subconscious mind, whatever you are doing, but still your business should go in your mind. Then only you can put your 100% to start up your business. Why so many people from zero level to reaching to the higher level, and why, few of the people have reached from higher to the lower level. You can see Nirav Modi or Vijay Mallya, even though they were into high business tycoons, but they have ruined their entire career because of some scams and other wrong decisions that they have taken in their business. So the life can twist and turn at any point of time. But only thing is, when you are really strong about your ethical values, your moral values, and the societal values, and when you're really sticking to that, then definitely your business is going to run like anything. Because only thing is, you have to find out who are my customers, who are my consumers, and where I'm putting my product. Is my product is reaching to them. So all these marketing strategies, whatever we talk about, but as an entrepreneur, we have to first address the problem. Then next, we should not distract from the society. We have to go with the societal norms, and we should have trust on ourselves, because when we trust ourselves, our potentials will increase. When you really disheartened or when we really disturb with other people, words and all, then we cannot trust on ourselves. When we will not trust ourselves, our potentials will be vanished. And for every stage, we have a doubt where we cannot work properly. That is the first thing that we need to remember when we really go for an entrepreneurship. It is not that easy, I'm telling. But at the same time, it is not that tough to earn the money. The final goal for any individual to work or to start up a business is economic growth. Economic growth helps a woman in so many ways, not only men or women. Economic growth is must for everybody. Why? Because when you are economically independent, you have that empowerment as a satisfied social being. Taking a birth is not that, not just important. Proving yourself to as a meaningful citizen is more important in the society. Your parents' name you have to give in written as so-and-so's father, so-and-so's mother. Why it and how it will come? It will come only through your the path how you really pay for yourself. And you have to be consistent. Be consistent in the sense you should not change your decision here and there. There are obstacles, no doubt. There are hurdles, no doubt. There are people to discourage, no doubt. But if you're strong about your own product, your own service, your own customer, that it is going to be fetch and you are going to sort out the problem, definitely the business is going to have a growth in your career. So that is more important for any entrepreneur, not only women, any entrepreneur in order to start up their business. Now let us discuss a few entrepreneurs, which is very, very, very interesting stories, how they have started, where they are now, and how their idea has really clicked into the business. These stories, again, I'll tell you why we have discussed these stories. They will give you a kind of awareness, what is the benefit that they have brought out of this business. Most of you have known Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw. She has been an entrepreneur and she is the first woman in the field of biotechnology who has started her business. She has very poor background of family. She had lost her husband and all. And even then she could not, go back, and she has fight back with her personal career and personal life. And she has stood to her own career and she has taken this as a challenging and she has entered into the business. Initially, she was not much aware of the business, but still she could able to make it. In the same way, you can see the Cave Coffee Day, who has really made her own choice in order to take the business of husband when he has committed suicide, and now it is going in profits. So what exactly the power of Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw? Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw was not aware, but she has started taken as a challenge. And now she is into completely unbeatable kind of position where in the biotechnology, she is #1 position in all over India. Then Shraddha Sharma. Shraddha Sharma is, and if possible, I'm telling once again to everyone, all of you follow yourstory.com as a business management graduates, especially for entrepreneurs and especially those who really want to have a complete updates on the business day to day. Shraddha Sharma is one of this, she is the founder of Your Story. This yourstory.com is purely related to the startup companies. They have the interviews, they have the stories of the people, they have the articles, they have the, research on that, and they have different people biography, how they have really struggled in their initial stages and how they have started up there. So the people who are really looking for startups and the people who are really looking into the business entities, yourstory.com is a successful platform in order to get into that. She's at a very young age and she has become one of the most powerful women in India by the Fortune magazine by starting this yourstory.com. There is no much hurdle is required. The technology, the content, and the concentration, what she is being consistent about what exactly she want to give it to the customers, the data and the content through her website. This has become India's largest online platform for entrepreneurs, especially, which is really running successful. So here, Shraddha Sharma, you can learn how consistent she is, even though there are so many online platforms, but Your Story has become successful because she's very confined about only entrepreneurs. She was not diverted and she continuously worked on it and with lot of content in that, and it has become successful. So this is one mantra what Shraddha Sharma has followed. Shehnaz Hussain. Shehnaz Hussain is one of the pioneer entrepreneur in cosmetics earlier. Shena's facials and all these things. The woman, when she has not even thought of having an artificial makeup, or when she need to go out, at that age, she has started this, cosmetics and all. So it was clicked by the film stars immediately. It has been taken over. Then later, it has become one of the largest herbal cosmetics company in India. She has also received so many awards from the government as well. And she has marked herself as one of the best quality for the cosmetic products related to the herbal. Then Divya Gokulnai. Divya Gokulnai is one of the co-founder for EdTech startups, especially Byju's. Now you can see any 7th standard school children, especially 10th, 8th, 9th, how Byju's has played a vital role during the COVID. Byju's is a platform. Apart from the regular classes, if the students really need to have a personal tutor where it is not possible in the local area, or really I want some tutor to my kids where I could not find it nearby, this is one of the platform which has really helped. And especially in the lockdown, it has played a vital role for the children who are sitting at home for the almost 2 years and who has really completely aware of it. Here, the teachers or the mentors can be assigned one-to-one, or it will be like a tuition, and it is completely a practical era where they have used the complete technology in order to explain to the students in more lively, where some schools may not have that facility even to teach, but the Byju's has taken that as a marketing point, that as a strategy for their business, where it has reached to the customers. Especially in India, you can see, and especially in South India, you can see, after 10th, we generally prefer, inter as engineering or medicine. And you can understand the stress levels of the kids and also the stress levels of the parents. So Byju's has come as a platform in order to sort out the problem. Even the parents can guide, or even the parents can see what children are learning. So it is again has given a very good platform for the edutech startup as such. The next, Ghazal Alag. Ghazal Alag is one of the story why she has started this Mama Earth. Mama Earth, as you can see, initially it started with only baby products, but later it has started with only skincare products, and later it is basically concentrating on only herbal products. The basic reason is, you can see the recent case of Johnson & Johnson, why they have stopped their talcum powder for babies. There is a product which is existing in the chemical and the Johnson & Johnson boxes, where it will lead to cancer. So that is one case which is held, and it was fought against in the legal ways, and it has banned completely. But Mama Earth has started especially for the health issue and also the customized diet. They will have their own diet experts where they can talk to the clients directly. Based on their health requirement, they are going to change the product. So this is one of the best way in order to have, especially for the consumer point of view, it is in order to start up their own business. So she has started as a corporate trainer and also opened up her diet expert as a business and all. But later she has shifted herself in order to customize the product based on the healthy way. So this is one of the product. Upasana Taku. Let me talk about Upasana Taku very clearly. She is one of the very dynamic lady who started MobiQuick. Even though she worked in US and she has come back, but her passion could not go away. Initially, she worked in PayPal, and later she has come to India back. Even though her family background could not support her financially, but her thought and mind in order to start up the app could not die. So with a lot of struggle, then she has started this MobiQuick. Initially, it was only for recharge of the mobiles. Later, it has become as a digital wallet, as a payment system. So Upasana Taku, at the very young age, has received the Best Woman Entrepreneur Award in 2017. So why I'm telling all these people? This Upasana Taku has worked and studied in one of the very rural areas. But later, because she was into Jalandhar and she pursued there, but her family background was very traditional and orthodox, where she could not work. But she has started her own passion. Her passion could not die. Then the ambition which she has carried forward, and she has made, even though she worked for some other companies, but she was not satisfied. At the end, again, she come back and she has started her own business. This is a kind of determination a person need to have in order to start up the business. Then Supriya Paul. Supriya Paul is a Josh Talk. You can see the Tech Talks in the same way we have Josh Talks. This app is available almost to 10 regional languages. The basic reason for her in order to start up is in order to give the youth the motivational videos and also the real stories. It is not like imaginary, real stories, real people. When they come to YouTube and talk, people start believing and people start following. So many young generation now, they follow TED Talks and the Josh Talks. The Josh Talks is more of connecting to the people because they're all regionally, with the same language, with the same regional. The people who don't know, who are, successful, but they are not, we are not aware. But this Josh Talk has given a platform for them in order to create an awareness like a common people like us, and also to have a best platform to share their stories as a motivation with the real inspiring stories. So this is one of the wonderful platform in the YouTube, which is running very successfully. So here Supriya Paul, the problem is because when she was searching for some, the people, especially in order to listen to some local people where TED Talks is too high in order to understand a lot, when they are really looking into this kind of 2-tier and 3-tier, where the cities where they could not really make as that, then she want to create as a role models who are just the people who are working around us. So this is the kind of idea where Supriya Paul has come, and even in Telugu we have this kind of Josh Talk regional language. So this is one story what we can learn from the Supriya Paul. Next, I want to tell you is Chitra Gurnani Daga. She's one of the most successful Indian entrepreneur at present in the present generation. She has started thrillofilla.com, which is yatra.com. And one unique thing is she's a Hyderabadi. She studied in ISB and she doesn't have much of finances. Let me tell you, I'm not telling those who have good at finances, those who are good at education only can start up their business. You can see all these stories, what are the challenges that they faced and what exactly they have seen. So she had an adventurous thought. Always she wanted to start up her own traveling business. So initially she worked for some other companies where her finances could not reach her. Then later she has started her own business, and she also, contributed her own works towards the Ministry of External Affairs for Government of India. Through her contribution, she again got the recognition, and at the end, she was into this business. Then, Aditi Gupta. Aditi Gupta is one of the, unique entrepreneur, where she want to give a society a social awareness. It is a social campaigning. And especially she want to address the women problem. So she has started the concept called Menstrupedia. Menstrupedia is a concept where she has visited the schools, school children especially, in order to give awareness about menstruation and also the problems faced during that period, and also the health issues and the precautionary measures. Because you can see, especially the countries like India in the rural areas, the people were not aware, the parents were not easily discussing, and it was something that we need to hide and which cannot be create an awareness towards the public talk and all. Still the people are facing a lot of problems. So Aditi Gupta has taken an initiative, and she has initiated with the very beautiful cartoon books, and she has given a story kind of thing where the people can, the children, the small kids can easily reach and easily read, and with the comic stories, so that they can understand what the problem is all about, where they can really talk. So she is also leading one of the good business in India. The next one, Byju's, as we have discussed. Yes, she is the one whom I need to discuss more. Nykaa. Nykaa is one of the leading product which is competing with Lakme and also MAC and other cosmetic products. So the one unique thing about her, let me tell you, is she worked for some other company. She worked for Kotak Mahindra. Earlier, she worked for some other companies and all. But later, her dream was in order to start up the business. So during the dream, in order to achieve the dream, She's just resigned the Kotak Mahindra and she has started her business at the age of 50 years. Just imagine. At the age of 50 years, she started her business. That means she started her life again back from the pavilion, right from the ground root level. Even though she worked for so many years in her career, even though she is from IIM Ahmedabad graduate, where she has all luxurious life and fancy salaries and all, but still because of her ambition, she has started the Nykaa. Nykaa, she just not started as if any other cosmetic product. Nykaa, because already in India, there are very big competitors which is exhibiting. So she just recently started the Nykaa by competing all other successful brands in India. Now she has reached one of the richest person, an woman entrepreneur in Nykaa. It is really successfully going, high. And at the same time, you can see the customized product in the Nykaa where she is using the brand ambassadors and all. So in order to attract the product. And recently, even she has got one of the most powerful business entrepreneur economy awards, Women Ahead. Yes, Zivame. Most of the women, at present, they generally know about the brands of inners and all. Zivame is one of the company which she has started out of lot of opposition from her own family. She is from Orthodox family and her family has not even thought of starting of this business. And she was from BITS Pilani with one of the topmost college and she has got very good placement and all. She's really doing wonders in her job and all, but her inner feeling of starting her business could not stop that. And what she has addressed is that comfortness of woman in wearing the inners in order to have the comfort life, where the woman cannot share openly, where they can not really address, where they will not have much of customized based on the body shapes and sizes. Zivame is one of the product where it will address all the problems to be solved. So this is the problem that she has identified and she has come out of the new thought. All the family members are opposed and in order to start up the business, but she believed in her own thing that she can really address the customers in a right way where they are really facing the problem. Now Zivame has reached one of the top brand in the hosieries as well. Then you can see Vedanta Luthra, who is founder for VLCC. VLCC, now you see that it is one of the successful business for women fitness and also beauty, health and other things. But she had this thought in the year 1989. Just imagine, just 30 to 40 years back, a woman was not even moving out of the house, most of the women, and there was no much of, only household women where they were not having much awareness about their beauty conscious and other things. At that time, she had a thought of, why can't I start, especially for women, those who are not coming out of that, but still they are facing the problem. So this is a one thought about the food, about the beauty, about the, working style, about the nutritional values, about the skin care and all. She has thought an idea, why can't I really have my own business where I can, start up the business to address the problems of the women. Then she has started that. Later, she has been awarded Padma Shri and other awards. Now she has become one of the Asian business leaders from the Trailblazer Award. The next one, Yatra.com. Now, in order to go anywhere, first and foremost, just like Make My Trip, you also have this Yatra.com. So Yatra Online was started by Sabina Chopra, where she found that the people are really facing some problem in order to travel and all, in order to have a platform where exactly they can find out along with the, trip cost and also the quotation and even the places that they can visit to have the destination clear idea. This is one of the problem that she want to start. Then she has started this Yatra.com, which is really running successful. So apart from all those, I'm just showing not only the successful women by whom we have discussed now into the, they are into Forbes, they are, they have been awarded so many awards along with Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan and also the women entrepreneurs. There are so many entrepreneurs who have really started their business to address the problem. Here are a few entrepreneurs in 2023 who are really shown their mark. I'm just talking about 2023. You can see in the Sony Live, I suppose you can see the the program called Shark Tank in India. Shark Tank India is especially the entrepreneurs come and address their business, and here the people will try to purchase their products or purchase their business, or maybe they are going to fund it. It's not that easy. They have to explain the product. They have to give their pros and cons. Here, if you can see Akriti and Poonam Rahul, the mother and daughter who have started their business in order to have chimkari design of women dressing. And here, Uma and Kalpana, you can see they have even won the pickle around 85 lakh fund in Shark Tank. Here you can see the three people who have started their business, especially in order to address the problem of women, their gynec problems, their emotional balance, and other things in order to sort out the problems, especially the health issues. And here, these are the three ladies who have really marked their presence in technology. So whatever the technology problems that the people have from the back door, they are the people who are going to address the problem. Here, these are the two people who have, the founders who have started the problem in order to understand if we have any kind of, suppose for example, what do we call the kids clothes and other things, if we really want to resell, and they have initiated this product like they are going to sell the products what we have used to the other people. Like suppose if we have some used clothes which is very short, or the toys and all, what we generally do, we generally in the olden days we have the joint families where the siblings used to have the transfer, but now in the nuclear families it is completely no use. So these people has come, they will be taking the used products, they will modify to some extent, and they will be selling to the needy. So they are acting as a bargate in order to be in between those who cannot purchase with the top class, and at the same time the people who are completely not using the products which they have already made it. So this is the platform where they have made. The next one, Vishali Mehta. Vishali Mehta is one of the topmost business entrepreneur at 2023. The thing is, she has started called as natural fruit syrup. She had this thought when she was working in the company, when she was pregnant, she has been, terminated by saying the reason that because pregnant lady cannot work, and after delivery again there will be a problem. So they don't want to continue her services. All of a sudden, she has been terminated. The thought in her mind has initiated to start up the business, and that too she is going for this vegetable, fruit syrup, especially in an organic way. And she's really running this business into crores now. As a single woman, she has started with a thought of not spending free time at home, but that thought has given a real meaning to her business. And these two people, like Namrata Maing and Chittiappa, so they both have started a problem. One of them is a lawyer who is a leading lawyer, but again, she has stopped her career in the law, and she has started this app. Initially, they have started a WhatsApp group. Their business is in order to address the working woman. Work-life balance is their major mantra. What they have identified is when they started working, they find so many problems in order to balance the life, kids, family, office, their targets, boss, work from home, everything is mix and match for a working woman. So they have come out with a solution by giving customized solutions to each woman. Initially, they have started with a WhatsApp group, around 500 employees have started. Then later, they have started an app where we can have one-to-one sessions even with the people. They will send the reminders, they will send the timetables, they will customize our own timetables. They will again suggest how we need to get out of the stress and all. They will give us the customized diet chart for each and every people. And they will also, help us in order to have some yoga classes, some meditation classes, some other things where women is really feeling stressed. They will make them to come out of that. So this is a work-life balance app, which is really creating wonders for women, working women especially. So when we talk about the screen, let me tell you, all these people are not completely created wonders. Only thing is, the problem has ignited in their brain by seeing the society. Based on that one, they have started the business. The basic agenda of starting the business is in order to address the people, in order to sort out the problem. So the first thing which I have told you is addressing the problem of women. That is a major thing. Hope I'm getting to you. Let me share one of the, what do you call the, how women are really going to start up their business and all. So let me just give you an idea. What exactly the statistics says when we really want to start up our own business and all. Why we need to start up, when to start and all, which is the right time. There is no right or wrong age, let me tell you, because you can see the Nika entrepreneur who has started her business at the age of 50, and I'll show you one video who has started at the age of 77 as well. Or even though the screen is dark, I think please try to find out the actual thing, how exactly it is going on. You can see this like when the woman really start the business at the age of 30 to 35 is a peak age where the woman can really take the risk in order to start up the business. As the age goes off, then it will be decreasing. So the basic idea for starting the business right age is around this. Sorry, this is one of the PPT that I used. The next one, what is the highest level of education the woman has possessed? So even the people who are with the higher education are entering into the business. You can see the women entrepreneurs, which we have discussed there. Most of them are from IIMs, IITs and all. Even a few of the people who just address the problems have started their business. So even the doctorates, graduates and all. So really taking up the business and all. So which city? Because Mumbai is one of the biggest city of the market where for the business in India. So women entrepreneurs are also very high in the Mumbai when compared to all other states. The next come to Bangalore. The next one is Hyderabad and NCR. So these are the range of states which the women entrepreneurs are very high. So which industry generally the woman will be concentrating the most of the business that they will be starting with? As you can see, apparels, food beverages. Food beverages is one of the most, highly accepted this one, which is going for this. The next one is online business like professional services like law, architecture and CA, where especially going for this. Then education field, IT and all. Publishing, nowadays even media has increased a lot, creating services like web designing, content writers and all. And also the education where they have started their own business in the schools and colleges. The next revenue for the women is most of the women will start under 10 lakhs because the revenue, most of the revenue that they fund is from the personal source and when compared to other revenues as such, because women cannot take much of a day step when compared to the men who can really start up the business in a higher range. The business size of the employees generally will be started by most of the women will be like a small scale. Why? Because the opportunities that they really want to see may not have much of exploration in order to enter into the business. But initially, they may start with the very micro kind of business, but later they try to explore to the higher level of business. Then reasons for the entrepreneurship. The first slide and this slide, if you can really compare. So in why we need to start up the business, what are the reasons for it? Like scope to work more and more creativity, our own idea in order to project or whatever the idea that we have in order to take it to the market and in order to sell that product, preferred by my own boss, or maybe in order to have our own family intentions in order to start up the business, or better work-life balance. Because when we are working for some other company, the timings will be rigid and the work will be rigid, where if we have our own business, we have flexibility in our own work-life balance and all. So entrepreneurship, when you have the financial viability and all, and there may be some other reasons to start up. So most of the source of investment, even though we have an opportunity for loans also from the government initiative, but much of the people who are starting the business may not are much aware of how really need to fund for their business. Initially, they start with the personal funds and also the savings or maybe borrowings from the family members. So key challenges, if you can really see, the first and foremost for any person to start up the business will be financial. The next one is market related, whether my product is really reachable to the market or not. Some personal problems will be there. In-house challenges will be there to balance or convince the family members will be there. People related will be there. Technology viability is much more important in any business that we are starting. And knowledge, whatever the business we are starting, need to have the knowledge about it and the process related to how to market the product. We have the product, but that has to reach to the final consumer. Then how to reach about it. Legal and other issues has to be sorted out in order to start up the problem. Then first and foremost, what exactly the achievement, the goal-oriented, the woman entrepreneur need to have is to have the better lifestyle and also better marketing skills and support, or if you have the financial support and better financial viability and or better customer acquisition skills. These are the major goals that we need to attain while starting the business, and good more partnerships and patience and persistence and recruiting skilled employees. And also some people have more motivation towards providing employment to the society. That is also one of the important factors what we need to think about it. So when we talk about this, these are the major skills an woman entrepreneur need to fill. Not only a woman entrepreneur, any entrepreneur in order to start up the business need to think about it. So when we talk about, I'll just give you the glimpse of two of the people who really started their business like anything and who has really proved their skills. Let me tell you 1 second. I'll just share you those details with you. I think I have. Can I take 10 more, 5 to 6 minutes more?
Yes, Swati, you can. You can.
Yeah.
Swati, you can.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Swati, actually, I'm driving now. So
Yes,
after that, I think Valli would complete the formalities, if I'm not wrong. Am I right, Valli?
sure.
Yeah. I'm driving, Swati. I'm very sorry, Yeah.
No problem, ma'am. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Thank you.
These are the very young women. Can you see the screen?
My name is Yashoda Karaturi. I'm the co-founder of Rose Bazaar. Hi, I'm Aparna Thakkar. I'm from EmpowerG.
Hello,
I'm Sima Bhattacharjee and
very
I'm
young
co-founder
women.
of Asma Technology Solutions.
Hi, my name is Sangeeta Yadav and the name of my startup is SportFlip.
Hi, I'm Sindhu Raju and I'm the co-founder of Winzy.com.
My name is Shubhi Agrawal and I'm representing my company LocoBuzz.
So we are into international shipping and consolidation. So what we do is we provide a virtual address to people living abroad so that they can use that to access Indian e-commerce platforms like Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, Jabong, etc. because they don't deliver abroad currently. So their items come to our facility. We give them a free storage of 20 days within which they can accumulate as many things as they want. Finally, we put them all into one box and send it to their doorstep abroad.
So Rose Bazaar is a startup focusing on flowers, and we want to make flowers a way of life for urban Indians. We do this through providing subscription boxes. We localize this for the Indian context by providing puja flower subscription boxes and home decor. So if someone wants flowers every day, they can get that, or weekly. We provide all of that.
At EmpowerG, we empower older adults by teaching them technology. As we know, in the past couple of years, technology inclusion in our lives have increased to such a great extent. It's made life convenient. We love it, but there's a whole generation of people about the age group of 50 who don't know how to use technology. So we are bridging that gap and we're helping them learn and adopt technology.
We create mobile and web-based solution for our clients, and as well as we generate our own in-house products. So currently here I am for my idea presentation of Super Parents. It will be a unique platform to cater all the parenting needs, from choosing to school to choosing college, nutrition, vaccination, health, tours, apparels, anything. So we will be providing age-appropriate content to the consumers. Our clients will be any parent who has a kid from 2 years to 18 years. And when they enroll with us, we will be providing age-appropriate content to them, and we will be guiding and helping them through the process.
SportFlip is basically an intracity logistics aggregators. We are basically the Ola for trucks and tempos. We are operating in Mumbai and Pune at the moment, and anybody who needs a truck or tempo can book it easily using our Android app. We have a website also from which you can make the bookings. Also, we have a dedicated customer care team. So anytime you use a truck or tempo, you can get in touch with us.
We are a live trivia gaming app, and we give out real-time cash, products, and deals and vouchers to the players of Vinci.
We are a complete customer experience platform which allows you to understand your customer, your influencers, your ecosystem, and establish a relationship with your consumers, which will help you increase their lifetime value. How we are doing it is by using a platform which is driven by completely technologies like AI, big data analytics, and automation. And we have 3 products which are using in tandem to help you understand your customer better, whether what their likes are, what their dislikes are, and basis that you can have personalized conversations with them.
So basically, I've grown up in Dubai. So being my
So the main purpose of sharing this video is in order to understand how the people are really going for it. That means they are not much popular, but they are the people who are just addressing the problems of the daily needs. This is what the basic concept of any business to start up. And not only that, I'll just give you one of the best example who is completely a household woman who has started at the age of 77 years.
इसका बड़ा बीमारी से चल बसे। उम्र के बड़े पड़ाव पर आकर उनका एक पोता हर्ष भी हादसे का शिकार हो गया। बामुश्किल उसकी जान बची। उर्मिला जमुना दास आसर को भी 2 बार हार्ट अटैक आया, लेकिन उन्होंने पोते को हिम्मत देने और आर्थिक हालात संभालने के लिए घर से ही खाने का काम शुरू किया। अब उनका बिजनेस गुज्जू बेनना नाश्ता के नाम से चलता है। दादी के हाथ के प्रोडक्ट्स मुंबई में खूब पसंद किए जाते हैं। अपने गमों को हंसकर छिपाने वाली दादी आज हॉट सेलर हैं। उनकी दिनचर्या सुबह 5 बजे ही शुरू हो जाती है। वह इस बात की मिसाल हैं कि इंसान को हारने के बजाय चुनौतियों का डटकर मुकाबला करना चाहिए। वह दूसरों के लिए प्रेरणा हैं। दोस्तों, आपको भी
So the basic criteria for today's topic is not just to understand what are the skills required and how we need to start up. From the stories of failure stories and the success stories, how an individual really starting up of their own business, what are the challenges that they face, what is the problem that they have identified towards the customer is the basic success mantra for any person in order to start up the business. I hope I've given a brief idea about women entrepreneurship and how it is going on in the present generation. So any queries? You can. Yes, ma'am. Hope I have reached a sense of entrepreneurship and also the challenges faced by women and also the successful women stories and the idea generation of the business. So this is a brief of how we have to take it as a challenge to have and also avail a lot of opportunities which is provided by the government initiatives to start up the business. Yeah, ma'am. Any other questions? Then I can address. Yes, ma'am. Valli, ma'am. Shall we wind up the session, ma'am? Hello?
Yeah. So good evening, everyone. This is Valli from Avanti Degree and PG College. I hope you are able to hear my voice. Yes, sir. So on behalf of Avanti Degree and PG College, I would like to take this opportunity to propose my vote of thanks to Mr. Karthik HMA for giving us our students an opportunity to participate in finding opportunities for women entrepreneurship. And I would like to propose special thanks to Mrs. D. Swati ma'am for enlightening our students in finding the entrepreneurship opportunities by giving various examples, be it is Kiran Majumdar Shah or Shahnaz Hussain or what are the reasons for becoming independent entrepreneurs. This is the most important point in this entire session. I hope my students will understand and will enjoy your session very well. I would like to propose once again a special thanks to Mrs. Swati ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Okay, ma'am. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, ma'am. అయిపోయిందమ్మా అమ్మా గుడ్ బాయ్ ఇలా రానా సార్ చెప్పండి ఎవర్రా బాబు విఘ్నేష్కి 10 బ్యాక్లాగ్స్ రకంగా వీళ్ళకి కౌన్సిలింగ్ చేయాలా ఇప్పుడు ఒకరికి లక్ష్మి
morning and saying they are here. I don't know what they do. Loudly, sir, 3-4 times I went and scolded. फिर भी दिमाग में Lakshmi का